A while ago, I expressed some interest in the Suicide Squad anime because it's so damn stupid. It could be good, right? And I wanted to let you guys know what I think of it and what the anime is about. Does it seem good, bad, cringe? Is it worth even watching or supporting this kind of content from DC? And what I mean by that is that we have My Adventures with Superman made with anime-esque style characters and references, while here it's more of a Japanese anime full of Western pop culture references, and both aren't really bad at all. When watching this show, you have to turn your brain off because it's just so goddamn dumb. Look, Classic Mandy has already made a short on the first episode. He made a good point that I was gonna make. Turn your brain off because off rip, nothing in this show is supposed to make sense. For example, the Joker is using a piano to drive his car while evading the police and the military, by the way. Like, what the fuck? The squad also is being sent to another world for glorious oil. For America. For oil. And our favorite villains are gaining magical powers, so yeah. Turn your brain off. I'm not gonna lie, I was worried that this show was gonna be another Harley focused sort of thing. It's already getting a bit bland with how much they focused on Harley. And, you know, they do to an extent in this show, but everyone gets some time to shine. We got Peacemaker with the usual Liberty Comes First routine, Deadshot trying to be the best dad he can be while assassinating people, you know, the usual. King Shark again is dumbed down even more in here, and he functionally, like mentally functions at the pace of a kindergartner. Yeah, I don't know why, but whatever, right? And, you know, Harley is the usual, you know, same backstory as usual Harley. And, what the fuck? Kibutsu Suji Muzan is here. I probably fucked up that name so fucking bad, but Muzan is here. Like, what is going on here? But no, let me be serious here. It's Clayface. I don't know why. This is like so fucking dumb. It's a little bit of like, you know, it doesn't irritate me, but it makes me laugh so much with how ridiculous it is that Clayface just looks point blank like Muzan, and it's just so goddamn funny. He even got the same fit too. It's so fucking funny. So, yeah, tons of characters here. Amanda Waller is still the usual tough as shit, take no shit black woman who will threaten your daughter point blank to make a point. And then, oh, for the love of God, we have the Joker. Yeah, I don't really see this guy as the Joker. From all I see is that he respects the shit out of Harley and loves her dearly, I suppose, right? Or that might be the facade, we don't know. Which is cool, but we all know that, you know, that's not what the Joker is about, right? So yeah, even his intentions on the world and wanting to change it, and him being really philosophical and you know, this made me just sort of think of him as sort of generic supervillain number 52 who views the world as ugly and wants to change it. Very generic, and, you know, I'm pretty sure he's not going to be like the main focus or like have much limelight because, you know, he's the Joker, right? So yeah, who knows with this show, because it's just ridiculous, it's wild, and again, turn your brain off. Now, back to the anime. Essentially, Waller is opening up a portal to another world for the glory of America and to get the glorious oil and resources, because of course. And Harley gets captured and recruited to the Suicide Squad a little while later, where she meets, you know, everyone I named earlier. I'm not going to name all of them because that's a lot of work. So, same old shit. You know, they got bombs in their necks. They disobey, disrespect, run away, fart, shart the wrong way. They're dead. You know, same shit. So not 2 seconds into, like, you know, getting into the new world, the plane crashes. The guy who is supposed to be watching them, not Flag, by the way, dies. And they fight the orcs that were, you know, beating the shit out of the humans there with what they were witnessing. And, you know, they win because of course, right? And then the hero knight with the receding hairline, by the way, couldn't understand them and, you know, didn't know what to do with them. So he just jailed their ass. How, you may ask? I don't know. They just jumped them into jail. Clayface wasn't even shackled yet because we find out that their magic shackles actually fucks with his powers. And funny enough, they gave Clayface probably like the sort of anime-esque sort of theater kid personality. He even knew what isekai was. He was tired of the boring stories of the real world. So this was like a change of pace for him. He's like very meta when it comes to knowing what an isekai and fantasy and stuff are. So it was kind of funny. So while in jail, they meet Rick Flag, who explains that the first Suicide Squad that came in with him, apparently didn't have any bombs in their necks to make sure that they didn't go ahead and fuck shit up, threw him aside so they can join the Empire, who is fighting against the Kingdom. The one with the Kingdom has the guy with the receding hairline on their side. Yeah, very generic names. What do you expect? And, they decided to live as generals for the Emperor. After learning all this information, they realize that they gotta leave, because if they don't leave, their bombs in their necks will go ahead and explode if they stay away from a certain signal for more than 72 hours. They cause a riot, and they take over, and when the receding hairline dude comes to try and talk to them on the behalf of the princess, Rick Rick tries to talk with him, but he learned a little bit of the language from the orcs. The ones he was in prison with. Yeah, those orcs, right? Where he proceeds to talk massive shit, like his whole vernacular was funny as hell, because he was basically just calling him, insults and tons of crazy shit. Funny as fuck, right? So before, receding hairline guy goes ahead and tries to kill them all, he realized that he was there on an actual fucking mission, and they teleport back to the throne room. Everyone is cuffed. How? I don't know. Maybe Cecil. That's the receding guy's name, right? The receding hairline's guy's name, right? Sacrifice some of his hairline for a drop of Saitama's power. Who the fuck knows? But yeah, they talk to the queen. Yada yada. Rick gets taken away as collateral for the squad to help liberate a post, and they get geared up. Neat. Whatever, right? They go to the castle. They disobey orders. They go ahead and try to storm it. Clayface tells him that he can use magic, primarily use his original powers in a different way, thanks to magic. Even Harley seems to have some kind of magical enhancement too. Shocking, I know, right? Deadshot realizes that the general in charge is Ratcatcher and tries to reason with him since, he thought they were buddies. But Ratcatcher just full-on hates him for how weird Deadshot was in prison, telling the smuggler that the only porn he likes was rat stuff, only giving him cheese, and eats the real food and takes away from him, and more wild shit that even everybody else in the squad just looks at him like, dude, what the fuck? So they fight. Ratcatcher gets saved by Katana, who helped arrest Harley, and she's pretty pissed off about it, and pretty much that's where the episode ends. And, this is just pretty much a short little, quote-unquote, short little summary of the first 3 episodes of Suicide Squad Isekai. I will say the anime is pretty funny. It has its share of Western pop culture references like Tom and Jerry, our favorite memes like quote-unquote I'm built different, and the poses and stuff. It's just pretty goddamn funny all around, and it just adds to the whole ridiculous factor of this fucking show. I will say though, the intro is kind of fire, the visuals too. The ending though, the music is good. The visuals, Jesus, it's for me, it's incredibly cringe, but it's alright. But that it doesn't define the show. It adds to its most ridiculous factor, but it's fine. It's fine. One thing I will say is that sometimes the quality of the animation does sort of like change. Like it's not incredibly good 100% of the time. Like it's good for most of it, and sometimes it's just like kind of bad and sketchy at times. But maybe it's because of the style and the goofiness of it. But it can be bad sometimes, but it's not all too bad all around. So it's something that doesn't hurt me when trying to enjoy this dumbass series, but it just makes the identity of the show what it is. It's just a silly, ridiculous anime with the Suicide Squad being at the center of it, being sent to another world for resources for the glory of America. Overall, the show so far from episodes 1, 2, and 3, it's fine. I think the strongest one for me is the 3rd episode, as it has tons of actual stuff in it, unlike the Acolyte. Actual story, slowly but progressing, right? We're starting to see more and more what's going on. Okay action, definitely some really good comedy, and with all that so far, the series so far, It's a 7, honestly. Nothing grand at all, but it's above average. What's really carrying the series is the comedy and the interactions of everybody in the show. And, so far, that's all I really care about. And it's pretty entertaining, unlike a certain fucking show. But yeah, these are my thoughts on the anime. What do you guys think of it? Willing to watch it? Planning to? Don't like the premise? Don't give a fuck about it? Let me know in the comments below. I hope you guys are having a great day. Thanks for the support. Like, truly, thanks for all the support. Thank you so much for helping growing the channel. Stay safe and healthy mentally, emotionally, and physically, everyone. See you guys later.